you're on tour with Sabaton and Dragon Force at the moment. You're drawing towards the end of the tour now. How's it been?
Really good, like really cool. Like we weren't expecting to go down as well, just because we're pretty different from those two bands. So yeah, it's really surprising. Like a lot of the southern shows or Glasgow shows have been people that have known about us, been into it from the start. But a lot of the shows have been started out a lot of people just standing still looking at us, and by the second half they seem to be more into it. So it means we're gaining new fans, which is cool.
So, Sylosis, you're quite a new band. You've just got one album. It is one album, right?
Yeah. A couple of little EPs.
So, who are you?
Mel band from Reading.
Oasis from Reading.
Yeah. And bunch of nerds.
Yeah.
From Reading.
All right. What would you class your music as then?
Smell, really. I mean, like we always say thrash because that's like the foundation of our sound. Like those are the old school Bay Area stuff, Testament, Heathen, Forbidden, obviously like Metallica as well. So that's like, it's just easier if we say one genre that people can be like, okay, have a rough idea. Then we listen to like everything else. We like Emperor, Dimmu Borgir, or like early Morbid Angel, bands like Gojira, Opeth, more progressive stuff. It's just everything really, yeah.
So, well, you mentioned that you're on tour with these two power metal bands.
Yes.
Is it slightly weird?
We stand out a little bit, I guess, yeah. But as he said, playing to fresh sets of ears. So
Yeah. All the other bands are clean singing, and we've just got a few lines of clean singing, but
probably
it works out pretty well. Nice sort of variation in the lineup.
There's actually a lot of kids, like you literally see Guitar Hero t-shirts. Like that's probably how they've heard about Dragon Force, which is cool. So like they probably don't even know much metal, let alone just power metal or whatever. So yeah, it's really cool. Like not had any like bad reactions yet. We've had some pretty standard reactions, but nothing.
People like
no booing.
Asleep on the barrier at the front, like, waiting for Dragon Force. But other than that, nothing too bad.
No booing. Yeah.
So, what do you do, if anything, to try and stick out in the metal world now? Because a lot of young bands trying to make it these days.
Not much really. I mean, when we were writing for the first album, which is like a good 2-3 years ago now, like just for the writing, like deathcore was getting big, and like we were into like a lot of old school death metal, and we just thought trying to stick away from anything like that. And all these deathcore bands were just literally just writing a bunch of riffs, sticking them together, and we just like made an effort to write songs, like songwriting, good riffs. Like every song having like a personality and not just a bunch of random noise.
Written for hardcore dancing at a gig.
Yeah, no breakdowns. Just stay away from all the trendy stuff.
So, well, you're signed to Nuclear Blast now, which is quite a big label. So, how did you manage that?
They stumbled across our MySpace, emailed us. That's literally it.
Yeah.
And we said yes.
It was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like the initial stages.
Yeah, it happened in Hull as well.
Yeah, we went on tour in Hull and just got an email, because that's like the worst place we played on the tour. It's like no one there, you're in Hull, and we got that email, brightened up our day.
Oh dear, I'm from just below the river.
Oh, right.
So your album came out last year. It was last year, yes?
Yes, like just around this time. October last year, yeah. So just over a year.
So, well, how was that received?
Really well. Like, just a lot of good reactions from fans, a lot of people messaging us from all over the world saying, just picked up your CD, really like it. So, surprising, yeah.
Yeah, and well, you played at Download Festival this year as well. So, I mean, how was that to go from being a young band to on a huge stage like that?
Just weren't expecting it at all. That massive crowd. It's weird.
Yeah.
But obviously good.
we weren't sure how it'd be at a festival like that. We'd never played any gig that big or any festivals that size, so we didn't know what to expect, and then it was insane. And then we did Sonosphere. We didn't think it could top Download, and then it was even better. So then we did like Summer Breeze in Germany, which we didn't think would be anywhere near as good, and then that was awesome as well. So just getting really surprised everything we do. Like this tour, I'm still getting surprised. Like still better than we expected. We could have hoped for probably.
So a year on, do we have plans for a new album?
Yeah, we've already started. I've just laid down the drums for it, and Josh is going into guitars in January.
Yeah. So we've done all the drums. Did like around a week, and then we're doing all the guitars, bass, vocals in January for like another month, and it should be out like around May, hopefully.
I just remembered what I was going to say now, so I'll say it now. You were apparently supposed to be doing a headline tour before this one, which you decided to not do in place of being on this tour. So how was that decision made?
Because we can always reschedule the headline tour. We couldn't reschedule doing this tour, which is going to open us up to new fans, and it also meant we could get to start on the album sooner. And we just want to get the new album done like as soon as we can, really. So yeah, it was quite an easy decision. Like we can redo our own tour like early next year. So I think we made the best decision.
Okay, well, back to the new album then. Short interlude. How is it? How is it going to sound? Is it going to be much different from the first album, or?
Yeah,
Heavier generally. Yeah.
heavier, a little bit more technical. Not that's not deliberate. Like if anything comes out a bit technical, it just happens naturally because we don't want to get out of our way to be a tech band and just show off or anything. So yeah, heavier, technical, bit more progressive, longer songs. Like we're contemplating doing like a double album, or maybe just having one really long album. We've just like got a lot of material, and like we're thinking like we need bonus tracks, but we're so proud of all the songs that it's so hard to pick which songs we don't have on the album, so maybe just have a really long one.
And do you have any bands that you've been listening to recently then that have influenced the new album?
Yeah, well, like no new bands, but like I've always been a huge Tool fan, so there's elements of Tool creeping in. Just listen to loads of stuff. I'm listening to a lot of Alan Holdsworth, who's a jazz guitarist, just to put in some nice chordy interludes at the moment, so just everything really. What have you listened to as a band a lot? Like Gajira and Mastodon.
A few death metal numbers. Revocation, it's a good band I've been listening to recently.
New Relapse band,
Okay then, well we'll look out for Sylosis in the new year then. Do you have any last words to those people over there?
Check out the new album whenever that comes out. Like we'll be doing loads of like webisode studio videos, like updating like every week, like drums, guitars.
Yeah, Sylosis TV on YouTube channel.
And hopefully we'll be doing our own tour like straight after that as well. So just keep checking our MySpace for dates.
Okay.
Cool.